I have Josh Bender from all the way in Nevada. Here to talk about his perspective as a teacher on school shootings. We've been talking a lot about this Nashville school shooting. One thing I just showed on the live stream was some of the body cam footage. I want to talk about this a little bit because I want to talk about how it kind of compares. We've seen other body cam footage of other school shootings. We know about the Uvalde shooting, right, Josh?
Right. Yeah.
And that was an incident in which, I mean, a lot of those cops were cowards. I got to be honest. They waited. They didn't go in immediately.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, from what I understand with Uvalde is it was a higher up sort of thing where it was an admin problem where they weren't telling them to go. They told them to wait and wait and wait instead of saying go because they were afraid of a hostage situation. So they had to just wait. I mean, they're people in charge were saying wait, so they did. Where this one, I mean, they were quick, they checked every door. The one I saw one on Twitter that was that was obviously from YouTube and it's censored from the news, but like this one was uncensored and it was just get in, go, get out. Like they were so quick. I think they said 14 minutes was the entirety of the thing.
Yep. And I'm even seeing one comment on here when it comes to the Nashville shooting and the police department. One of my friends, Christian, said Nashville police set the standard for the whole country.
Yes.
And absolutely they did. And this sounds like a negative connotation. I don't mean that, but is they set all personal safety. They set that all aside to go in and to put the safety of others ahead of themselves, which I think was so unbelievably courageous and a beautiful thing. And I honestly think that those people are heroes. Absolutely. Those people, those police officers are heroes.
Yeah, I mean, they were, like I said, they were in and out so quick. They were in constant communication. This door's locked. Okay, go around. This one's open. Go up the stairs. I mean, they were talking the whole time, very visibly shouting out commands. So quick with it. I know, like there was one part in the video where they said, we have a body. They said, leave it, go towards the gunfire. We have to go find that first.
Yep.
Then we can come back because we need to stop this. We need to subdue the situation before we come back and think about this. And I mean, I'm sure that's got to be tough as an officer to be like, okay, that's not our priority. Our priority is first ending this.
You need to get that done with before you tend to.
Right. And I don't envy them for having to make that decision. That's a tough decision, but they were phenomenal. They put it down. They ended it quickly. I'm not going to say the shooter's name. I don't think they deserve that. But ended it quickly. And I think that was I agree. It set the standard.
Absolutely. Yep. We need to, and that's the thing is our police officers, we need to ensure, and I think this is one thing that the left kind of comes after, and they don't realize they're coming after it though, is when they say defund the police, training like that, training for a situation like that gets sacrificed if we defund our police.
Yeah. Well, and this is where, and I think this is where I think I kind of come to my conclusion with the whole arming of teachers thing is because we've seen what happens with these cities defunding police. And taking away money from police and taking away this training. And so you can't rely on them. And it's not their fault. I don't blame them for it. They just don't have the resources. They don't have the money. They don't have the people to do it. So that's why I say, okay, if we can't rely on them, we have to rely on ourselves. And you have to be able to rely on yourself. I know one person made a comment here about, could a teacher potentially put down a student that they had? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's every person I think in their situation would like to say, yes, they could save people, but you don't truly know. And I get that, but it's more, I think the idea of they won't come in. They won't even attempt it if they know there's a possibility of them getting hit back. And we did see this because the shooter in Nashville was going to go to another school, decided to switch because the other school was more heavily guarded and armed.
Yep.
So they switched targets. We see that numerous times. I think Ben Shapiro talked with us. He said, when I went to a Jewish school I forgot where he went to the school at, but he said,
I think he grew up in California.
I think it was California. Yeah. He said, we had someone who was going to come target us. They stopped because we had 2 armed guards out front. So they went to another school.